I'll see him come down in a versatile style. Oh yeah. Now it is. What? I can feel those trains walking over when you help me tie. Now I feel those trains taking over. All over, girl. When you say goodnight. Oh, what sweet sensation. What a sweet sensation. Love, one strange devotion. You got love and devotion.
Welcome, Donovan Martin. How are you, sir?
I won't forget your charm.
Woman, they need you. Can't live without you. Ring on your finger, show the girl how they love you. Kiss and be cuddle. Can't do without you. Just like an angel, a God must be sent you.
Now there's nothing left for me to say more.
Say nothing, girl.
Than stay in your way.
That's right. It's the sound of General Saint.
So
This one's called Sweet Sensation.
and love that's richer than gold. Oh, what sweet sensation.
Sweet loving, baby.
That's right. Want to say good evening to viewer. Saying good evening, Sir Wayne Hall. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you too, viewer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce the man you're listening to on this track, Sweet Sensation.
We don't want to be his
He
beside.
goes by the name General Saint. He's out of the UK. General Saint, good evening and welcome. You can't hear me? What? Oh no. General Saint can't hear me. That means I'm muted. So let me go to Zoom and unmute. I apologize. I totally apologize, General Saint. How are you, my brother?
I'm good. I've been trying to tell you that I'm not hearing you.
Oh man, I'm doing so many other things here in front of me that I didn't zone in on that yet. And typically I have it open for that reason. So one of those things. But how are you, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
I am well. I'm well. It's good to have you. What time is it in the U? Where's time? What time is it where you are, man?
It's 23 minutes to 2 o'clock in the morning.
23 minutes before 2. And the man is up on Zoom live, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
zooming.
talking to us here on the Wayne Hall Show. So you know it means a lot to both of us if we gotta be up them time of day there, man. General
Yeah,
Saint,
man.
we can't wait to hear and learn about you, my brother. So I'm gonna just go right into it, man. There's so much. Your bio is so extensive. I think you'll probably walk us through it better with what matters to my audience tonight. So tell us a little bit about yourself, the upbringing and all that, my brother.
Oh, my brother. As you said, the bio it tells a lot of story, but for me to tell it, it's I was born in Jamaica. And I came to the UK 1977.
Right.
Right, where I start my musical career 2 years later. And I started to DJ on sound system around the country.
Okay.
Main sound system was Frontline. But I started in a place called the Shabib, where, you know, people go every night, you know, 7 nights a week.
Right.
I would go to DJ and to get my skills in shape. And then I start to spread myself out on the bigger sound system, which is a sound system called Frontline Sound System from a place called Brixton.
Okay.
And
Hey, General Saint, can you tilt your camera a little bit? We're just seeing your chin. Or lean,
okay,
like we see you better there. So if you're gonna
right,
lean forward, you gotta angle the camera so
yeah,
we're seeing your face. All right.
yeah, it's a,
There
yeah,
you there you go.
you're
That's
good,
better.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So from Brixton and start doing, you know, the sound system, doing the rounds on the sound system for about a year and a half. I then met some people, you know, from Jamaica, who
Right.
came up from Jamaica, and they wanted to stay with me by my place. And he was a producer, actually. His name was John Laws. You know, he was
Henry
produced.
John
Yeah,
Laws. All
Henry
right.
John Laws. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
John was John needed somewhere to stay at the time, and my place was the place that, you know, he was recommended to me by another friend, which was Eastwood.
Right.
And John just started to stay by me, and from there, you know, other artists start to come in, Barrington Levy, you know, Jack Thomas, you know, all these different artists start to come and staying by me. So that helped me now to get within the music business. And you know,
yes.
yeah, my first recording was Barrington Levy. Barrington take me to the studio, and we did a track called Warm and Sunny Day. And, you know, the vibe on that was electric, you know. Even though I didn't do a lot on the record, you know, I think I did about 8 bars. But people were calling my name. People were talking about, you know, Saint, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay, this looks like it's where I'm going. And then I went to the studio to do a track because an idol of mine, you know, I wouldn't say friend because I've never met him personally. His name was General Echo.
Okay.
Echo died in Jamaica. Gunshot. He was shot by the police.
Right.
And I used to love Echo. You know, he was one of the DJs that I always listened to. And I decided that I wanted to do a tribute to him. And I went to the studio and I did it. And then I took it to Greensleeves. And Greensleeve loved it. But the rhythm track wasn't a brand new, the rhythm track was an old rhythm track. So Greensleeve wanted me to do it on a more, you know, newer rhythm track. So yeah, I chose the rhythm track what Michael Prophet was on, called Righteous Are the Conqueror.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then I said to Greensleeve, you know, me and Eastwood could do this. I think it would do some kind of damage with me and Eastwood on it. And they said, okay, you know, do it. And we did it. And that was my first #1 record.
Right. The one with Eastwood. What's the title again?
Tribute to General Echo.
Okay, the tribute to General Echo. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
because
#1.
you and Eastwood did another song. That's why I was double checking. You and Eastwood.
No. We did a few.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because the first song I ever listened to you, long before the conversation with Rudy Page and recently, was a song you did with Eastwood. I'm trying to remember. Was it? It wasn't "Stop That Train."
Another one Bite the Dust. Stop That Train. Another one Bite the Dust.
Or was it "Stop That Train"? It might have been "Stop That Train." Yeah,
it could be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we did. Our second track was Another One Bite the Dust. And that was #1 for 14 weeks in the reggae charts. That was massive in the UK. That's catapulted me and Eastwood to on a different stratosphere. You know, we started to do Now television, a lot of television.
Okay.
You know, the BBC, you know, we started to do Radio 1 in concerts. We started to do so much, you know, television. So we started to open an international door for DJ music, which wasn't getting daytime TV, wasn't getting that kind of coverage. And we started to do that. But we were also doing a lot of touring in universities in the UK. And then we decided the next album would be, we're gonna record that in England, because we were doing a lot of that, you know, and Mother on the Bite the Dust, Tribute to General Echo, Too Bad DJ, all those tracks, you know, were #1 tracks, but the rhythms were recorded in Jamaica.
Got you.
Right. Yeah.
So you did the whole production in the UK.
Yeah, from Sly and Robbie to the Roots Radix. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we decided, we saw that the audience was changing. So we decided that we wanted to do the next album with our band in the UK, who we're touring with for a couple of years now. So we decided that that's what we wanted to do. So this is where Stop That Train album comes in.
Okay.
That's where Stop That Train album come in. Yeah, and you know, within the band at the time, we had people like Courtney Pine, who, you know, probably one of the biggest saxophone player right now in Europe. And you know, we recorded Stop That Train, and that went on a different level again.
I can see.
Yes, and that was big. That was top 10 all over Europe. You know, #2 in Holland, you know, #9 in Germany, Austria, top 10, Switzerland, all over Europe. Stop That Train became a massive hit record. And, you know, and so we just continue touring Europe and just doing big things all over, you know, and just opening the door for DJ music on an international scale, you know. So what you see now of DJ music, and, you know, the coverage that the Eastern Saint was, you know, like, we were the marker for that. You had a DJ in the UK called John Peel. He died a few years ago. Are you hearing me, Wayne?
Loud and clear. Carry on.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we had a DJ on Radio 1 called John Peel.
Yeah.
He was a monster.
I remember John Peel. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that really championed Eastern Saint on Radio 1. You know, so we used to do things like Radio 1 in concert, you know, sessions for Radio 1 DJs. You know, we were like the first first DJs to go on Channel 4 television. We were the first DJ to do the Old Grey Whistle Test, which was, you know, one of the biggest music program at the time in the UK. You know, done by Bob Marley and Wailers, Rolling Stone, you know, only those top artists used to do those TV shows. So, you know, time went on, and you know, we broke up. We broke up about 1987.
Right.
And then, you know, for a few years, I was into management and production.
Gotcha.
And I was doing a lot of that for a period of time. And then 1992, 93, I decided to come back again, and I recorded a song with Don Campbell called "Oh Carol."
That's right.
Goes zoom again into the British chart, and you know, that was #1 in Portugal, #1 in the Philippines for about 3 months. It just escalated on another level again.
Right. Hold that thought, General Saint, because some of this music you're talking about, I want the audience to participate. I want them to hear and follow your journey. by
Yeah,
hearing
man.
some of the actual music. So Don Campbell, General Saint, and this is a big one.
Cause when me love it up. All girls come because I love we come to love. What?
You didn't know I had these, huh? Ha, ha.
Sing out that Campbell.
Oh, Carol, I am but a fool. Darling, I love you, though you treat me cruel.
Peter James, bless up. Yard Flow TV, big up.
And you make me cry. But if you leave me, I would surely die. Darling, there will never be another.
That's right, that's right.
'Cause I love you so.
Come in, General Saint. Hear this.
Don't ever leave me. Say you'll never go. I will always want you for my sweetheart.
Yes, man, come in.
No matter what you do. Oh, Carol, I'm so in love with you.
Here it is.
Hear this.
Can we say woman like you, man, I run down the world. Woman like you, man, I run down the world. First time we met, you go on like you shy. Next time we met, you want to give me a try. But me write your love a letter and you never reply. One away, man, you want me run away, girl. One away, man, you want me run away, girl. That's right. One away, man, you want me run
Darling, there
away,
will never
girl.
be another.
That's right. Oh, Carol, Don Campbell, General Saint. And I know he didn't think I had these in the archives, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't know I was playing his music long before he came on the way.
Oh God.
There we go. So
I haven't heard that record in a long time.
you haven't heard it in a long time. Well, you heard it again tonight on the Wayne Hall Show, man. And I tell
Yeah,
you what,
man.
the project you're working on right now, the album we're bigging up tonight, it's called Stop That Train, right?
Oh,
And the title song, I want to play this title song, man.
Which one? The new album or because
Well,
if you're
what's the
talking
name of the
about
new album?
True Survivor?
True Survivor. But you
Yeah.
included a track
Oh
on
yeah,
here with Sharon White called
yeah.
Stop That Train.
Who live in she live in Atlanta.
That's right. Yes.
Yes, she's Eric Clapton top backing vocalist for 14 years. She works with everybody who is a superstar. She's from Paul McCartney to Elton John to Annie Lennox to Josh Stone. She's worked with everyone.
All right.
And I started her career. Remember when I told you that I went into management and production?
Yes. Yes.
She was the first one that
Ah,
I started working with,
there you go.
and I did a few recording with. I even came to Chicago because I signed her to Jive Records, and
Okay.
we went to Chicago to record a few tracks on her album, 3 tracks on her album. It's two top guys that Jive had at the time called Ula and Fingers. They were doing big things in Chicago at the time as well.
Let's take a listen
And
to it. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Let's take a listen, because in lieu of time, General Saint, I want the audience to hear your music, man. Backed
Yeah,
up
man.
with alongside Sharon White from here in the ATL. This one is Stop That Train from the Survivor album, from the tell me again.
True Survivor.
True Survivor
True Sur-
album. Here we go.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm going crazy about you, baby. Now it's goodbye.
Stop that train, I wanna get on. My baby, he's leaving me now. Stop that train, I wanna get on. My baby, he's leaving me now. Sha la 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 la. Sha la 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 la.
Jamaican, you want to hop on me ride. It's a one-way ticket, now you slip, now you slide. If me train gone, me see you on the other side. Check the conductor and him tell you which line. It's amazing, I'm going crazy about you, baby. Now it's goodbye. You can chase me, I'm in a hurry. If you don't catch me, you're gonna cry.
Stop that train, I wanna get on. My baby is leaving me now.
I hear ya.
Stop that train, I wanna get on. My baby, he's leaving me now. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
No, Megan, you have to dip on me ride. You know me have me money, but me don't have no time. Can't stop no, but you dip on me mind. Non-stop train, it leave 8:45. It's amazing, I'm going crazy about you, baby. Now it's goodbye. You can chase me, I'm in a hurry. If you don't catch me, you're gonna cry.
Stop that train, I wanna get on.
Yes, yes, the sound of General Saint right here on the Wayne Hall Show. Oh man, big time conversation. General Saint, you're into stuff other than music, and I want to get that in before we go. And I'm looking at the clock here. You've written a book as well.
Yes, sir. I have. I've just written my first book, and it's not about me. Let's put it that way, because it seems like if an artist is writing a book, it's always a some kind of autobiography. No, this is not an autobiography. This is a book. This is something special to me because I'm writing about one of our national hero, our first national hero actually, and her name is Nanny. And what I did, because she beat the British at their own game. She fought them and she won her freedom. But the British didn't give us much on her. They really suppressed her story. Right. And what I wanted to do was to do something different. I wanted to give an audience and a reader a story from my perspective.
Right.
And so I wrote a story from she was born in Kumasi, Ghana, until she's taken to Jamaica and become a warrior, a maroon warrior, and fight for her freedom, for her and her people freedom, fight for the freedom that we've got today. And that's what I wanted to do, and I did that pretty well. But it's funny because it didn't start with her. The story, my writing didn't start with her. I'm also developing a video game, and I had to write the story for the video game, what the story is going to be, and I needed to write a complete original story. You know, I didn't want to copy anything that has been done already at all whatsoever. So I started the story. You know, the story is based around Jamaica, but I wanted to also include an educational side to the story, and so it's fiction and non-fiction. So Nanny was my non-fiction within Soldier Kingdom Rise story. So when I finished that story, I decided to write a book on Nanny. Now, I said I decided to do that. I still do believe that the ancestors wanted me to do that. They gave me, the pen and the paper, and they say, write. I've never written before, a book before. On songs, I've written loads of songs, but never write a book before. And the achievement of this book has to be divine intervention by the ancestors to do that. And this book carries about 57,000 words.
Yeah.
And I wrote it strictly old school style.
Okay.
Pencil and paper.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah.
now I'm getting rave reviews, you know. The vibes, you know, and the support is massive. And I hope I'll get that same support within America, because, you know, it's a powerful story. It's a slavery story, but it's more than a slavery story. It's far more than that. It's emotional. It's family orientated. It's slavery. It's adventure. It's powerful. It's really, really powerful.
And the title of the book, Rebirth?
Rebirth.
A Maroon Warrior.
Yeah,
All right. So it's
man.
up on the screen right there.
Okay.
And the audience will see, they're seeing that right now. Where can we find this interesting book?
Amazon.
It's on Amazon.com. Just Amazon?
Just Amazon, yes.
Okay.
Amazon.com.
So Amazon.com. And we're looking for author. You wrote this under what name?
Winston Islop, which is my given name.
Your government name.
My government. Yeah.
Winston Hislop, ladies and gentlemen. Hislop, author of the book Rebirth. I'm going to just blur you out a little bit here with your own book. As a matter of fact, you're side by side. Rebirth, there it is on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. And for those listening on our many platforms, islandworldwide.com, welcome back, listeners. Thank you so much. Mr. Gary Sutherland, big up yourself, you know. All right. Okay. This book is all about our legacy, our culture, our history. It's about Nanny. He says he's telling us stuff that we weren't told about her by the very people who sought to defeat her. So we need, like they say, history is written by the conqueror, not by the conquered. And so we, the seeds of the conquered, have to do the research and put the good information out there. So hats off to you. Available on Amazon.com. I want you to also tell us, General Saint, where we can find your music and the different social media handles that you go by. How can we follow you?
You can find it on iTunes, you know, CD Baby. You can find it, on most musical platform. The album is on iTunes, and you know, so you can pick which track you like, and you can get the tracks individually as well. There's 14 tracks on the album, which is, you know, I think I could believe that this is that's my best album. I'm gonna say that because, you know, it's my album, but you know, I do believe that's my best music.
All right. Best music. So guess what? You get to tell us the next song we play. It's 2 minutes past the hour of 9, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking with General Saint out of the UK. We got to go a little further with General Saint because he's got a lot more to share. And I know we're past the hour of 9, but he stayed up late to share this with us. And we're going to get in some more information. You tell us the next track we're playing, General Saint, from this wonderful album. You get to choose.
I would choose one of my favorite tracks on the album, which dedicated to all the women in the world, all the powerful women, all the, you know, women that, you know, just do things in our lives, you know, the housewife, the baby mothers, the wives, the women that achieve things.
The
teachers,
lawyers,
and
all women.
Champion. And this one is called Champion.
Champion. And let's see, where is Champion?
I think it could be track 7 or 8. I can't remember.
We are champion. I got you. Yes. All right. Here we go. From General Saint himself to all the ladies, we are champion.
Big up on the heroines.
Big up all the nannies.
Talk for them now. Big up on the heroines. Talk for them now. Big up on the heroines. Talk for them now.
We are champion.
Talk me a talk to them now. And then your woman in no faith to mention. And then your woman give I satisfaction.
We are champions.
We go for the hero with the whole of them a soldier. Daddy was a leader, yeah, she have to be a soldier. Big up Rosa Parks, we know she was a soldier. Big up all the empress, and the whole of them a soldier. It's a man's world, but a woman give me life. Woman give me love and compassion every time. Woman a the earth, the mama da nature. Woman give me powers, make man get greater. Respect your mother, cause your mother is a soldier. I know she carry you, she have to be a soldier. Big up all the nurses and if we make me a doctor, take off the hat, respect to the teacher. Mary C. Cole, yes, I know she was a soldier. Oprah Winfrey, Diana with me, yes, she is a soldier. Princess Diana and Mother Teresa. Michelle Obama, yes, I know she is a soldier. Talk me a talk to them now. And then your woman in no faith to mention. And then your woman in a man redemption.
We are champions.
Talk me a talk to them now. And then your woman in no faith to mention. And then your woman in a satisfaction.
We are champions. I'm a soldier. We are champions. I'm a soldier. We are champions.
Maria Madiba, yes, we know she was a soldier. Winnie Mandela, Daya, yes, she is a soldier. Woman at your yard, yes, we know she is a soldier. Look after your kids, a woman work never over. Follow me, and make me guide you. Follow me, and make me guide you. What success of a good woman beside you. When you hear me pillow talk, a woman me a talk. When we feel pain, and me mother me a ball. Glory and attitudes, we dancing soldier. Billy Holiday was the musical soldier. Mia Angelou, yes, we know she is a soldier. Kathleen, them, yes, we know she is a soldier. Angela Davis, them, they woman, they a soldier. Florence Mills and Josephine Baker. Marcia Griffiths, them, they woman, they a soldier. Talk me a talk to them now. And then your woman in no faith to mention. And then your woman in a man redemption.
We are champions.
Talk me a talk to them now. And then your woman in no faith to mention. And then your woman in a satisfaction.
We are champions.
Go by the empress and the princess all over. No matter what race, creed or color. Indira Gandhi, she come from India. So those no more Egypt and we find Cleopatra. Out of Jamaica come Shelley and Fraser. Remember Venus and Serena. Nicola Adams, yes, we know you is a warrior. Little Serene, baby girl, you are a soldier. Me a talk to them now. And then your woman in no faith to mention. And then your woman in a man redemption.
We are champions.
Talk me a talk to them now.
Yes, the man is representing all the women. Women are strong. Yeah, man.
Powerful.
Welcome, Joan Booth. Good to have you. Charmaine Cyrus. Good to have you. Hubert Fowlin. Good to have you. All right. Glad to have Maxine Lyons. Everyone else. Christine Rendell. Donovan Martin. Richard Brathwaite. Michael Salik Singh. Janice O'Shea. Venice Bowie. JC. All right. Glad to have you all. Scotty Ray. Big up yourself. All right. Good to see everyone in the feed. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we have a great conversation coming up after General Saint. It's going to be about big decisions we have to make in life. But right now, I want General Saint to share with us anything he wants to share that I might not have asked. But before you do that, though, I got to say, man, you've done stuff with some great names in music in general, even outside the genre of reggae, man. Paul McCartney. Oh my goodness, Chrissy Poland. Oh wow, some big things along the way.
Yeah, man. I've performed with Wet, share the same stage with Annie Lennox. All different kind of people. In my time, Rod Stewart. Name a few. Madness. So much. It's this, it's a career that I've enjoyed a lot, and I've done. I think I've done, my work for reggae music and spreading it all over the world. As I said, when I started to go into Asia, with O'Carroll. O'Carroll was, 3 months at #1 in the Philippines.
Yeah.
I tour Hong Kong, Malaysia, Thailand, the Philippines, all over Asia, Australia, and spreading the word of the gospel of reggae music. So it's something that I treasure very much, but I'm opening a new page. I'm opening a new page, which
Good.
is, the rebirth of Maroon Warrior, and in the middle of writing Soldier Kingdom Rise, and hopefully starting production on the game. So this is where I'm taking myself now into different dimension, and I love it because I am a creator. I love to create, and I love to set precedents as well, because I do believe that I think I'm the first reggae artist to write a book, and it's not about me. It's not about myself. It's an historical story. I think I'm the first reggae artist to do that. So
The fact checkers are going wild now, looking for artists who've written books like this. So,
yeah.
but General Saint, let me tell you, it's been a pleasure, man. I
It's-
love your energy. I love your
Thank
work.
you.
I appreciate
you.
what you do. Please tell us again where we can find the book, or we can follow you, and
Yeah.
so we can,
Well, you can follow me on Facebook. My Facebook is Winston Hislop.
okay.
My Instagram is official General Saint, and my website is www dot aquablue, blue without the E, .co.uk, and yeah, I'm on the platform. I'm on YouTube. You can find me on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, gosh, there's so much pages of me on YouTube. Because my career started long before YouTube. So I'm all over YouTube, with different eras of my career. From the 80s, come right into the where we are now.
Awesome.
So yeah, and I'm doing this game now, which is my baby. I've written the story. It's a phenomenal story, and it's going to be great, not only for Jamaica, the Caribbean, the diaspora, but also the world, and
Awesome.
it will give Jamaica a different outlook as well.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So thank you for having me, Wayne. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you staying up until 2 a.m. to talk
Thank
to
you.
us here
Thank
on the
you.
Wayne
It's
Hall
the work.
Show.
It's the work. It's the work. It's the job.
And I tell you what, big shout out to Rudy Page for helping
Yeah,
to make
man.
this
Big
happen.
shout out to Rudy.
Yep. And I tell you
Great
what,
guy.
Rebirth, ladies and gentlemen, get the book. It's on Amazon. It's Nanny's story told through General Saint Winston Hislop, if you're looking for the author, and also his music from the album True Survival.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a bad album. You've heard some of the tracks tonight. We'll be spinning more of them here on the Wayne Hall Show. General Saint,
Yes,
it's
my
been
brother.
a pleasure
Enough respect.
every time.